Hello. I wanted to share with you my experience in hooking up an irrigation pump. This is Crescent Lake in Central Florida, and we have been going through a drought here in most of May. It's pretty much over with now. We got several inches of rain last week, but because the grass was drying up, the number one thing on my honeydew list was to install some kind of an irrigation system out here. We do have a deep well for the house, but the people who we bought the house from decided to only have soft water out here. I didn't want to water the lawn with soft water, so I've got a whole lake full of water here, so I decided to rig up something to suck some water out of the lake and put it on my dying grass. So I went online looking for a pump, found WaterPumpsDirect, and did a lot of checking, and they were by far the least expensive place to buy from. I couldn't believe the shipment. I ordered this thing. Here's the pump right here. Make sure it's in. Here's the pump. I ordered this thing on a Friday afternoon, and much to my pleasant surprise, it was delivered on, I believe it was the next Monday afternoon or Tuesday afternoon. It was just amazingly fast order handling and delivery. Excuse the plumbing. This is the suction pipe. Goes down into the lake there. You can see it. I wanted to make sure the thing was going to work first before I put a lot of time and effort into supporting the suction pipe. I'll get around to that probably in the next year or two. I had a electric junction box here, ran some conduit underneath the deck there and over to the pump. It was really easy to hook this thing up. PVC pipe, of course, is great to use. This pump, the pump motor itself is not weatherproof, so you need to protect the motor from rain. So I built that little thing right there, which kind of goes over the whole thing and protects the motor. The motor right here, we're looking north. A lot of our wind is from the north. Most of the rain comes from the north and gets blown in. So the motor is at the south end here, which is a good thing. So it's pretty much protected. It was a breeze really to install the thing. If there's one piece of advice I have for people installing is the mounting foot. There's two mounting bolts on this. I would suggest you take one of the pieces of cardboard that came in the box and make a template and drill your I used redhead lead inserts, and they worked really well, went in very easily. Just make a template and drill the holes out. There's only 2 bolts. You'll notice I've got them, I sprayed them with fluid film. It's a corrosion protectant. Very, very good stuff. I highly recommend it. I use it on a lot of stuff down here. Even though this is fresh water, it's being Central Florida, it's an extremely high humidity environment. So things that aren't made out of 316 stainless steel have a tendency to rust pretty quickly. So I spray everything with fluid film. But anyway, I've got it hooked up to a couple of hose bibs here. I do not have the pressure switch in the circuit. I control the thing just from an on-off switch here. It's weatherproof. So anyway, this is pretty much it. I should have put a union in here. I may cut that sometime and put a union in it. There's my check valve, and I did have the foresight to put a union in the suction pipe there. The suction pipe is just 1.25" PR 160, the thin wall stuff. I've just got it going down there, and I've actually got it tied up to that one piling down there underwater. I just capped the end of the pipe and drilled some 1/4" holes in it, and hope for the best. Anyway, let's turn this thing on and see if she's going to pump some water. So here we go. And voila, she works, which is kind of surprising given my lack of plumbing and electrical skills. But I guess I just cannot say enough about WaterPumpsDirect. Besides having the best price around on the pump, and by the way, this is a 1/2 horsepower pump. I toyed with the idea of getting a 3/4, but I figured 1/2 was going to work good enough. It's probably, I haven't measured the output, it's probably around 6-8 gallons a minute, something like that. I haven't tried running 2 sprinklers, just one. I think it'll probably handle 2 okay, but you know, what the heck, one works. But the buying experience at WaterPumpsDirect was just incredible. I don't think I've ever had such quick delivery on a fairly heavy piece of equipment. But like I say, I ordered the thing on a Friday afternoon and had it either the next Monday or Tuesday. And I live in Florida, and I think it shipped from Illinois, something like that, where their store is. But it was great. It was really great. So I highly recommend it. And you know, this thing's out in the elements, but you know, if it lasts a few years, then that's good enough for me. I'll replace it. But it should last longer than that, but we'll see. Anyway, encourage you to buy from WaterPumpsDirect. Great place to do business with. And that's about it from Crescent Lake in Central Florida.